Welcome to this video on the theory of Qi. I'd like to talk about the theory of Qi from Ren Xue, and this theory can perhaps help you gain a greater understanding of Qi and how you might be able to use Qi to improve your health and uplift your life. So to start off, the theory of Qi is one of the three fundamental theories of Ren Xue, and in this theory Qi is talked about, the origins, the history of Qi, the name, where it comes from, some of the basic qualities of Qi. And in this video I'll just talk a little bit about some of the basic qualities of Qi. So to start with, Qi, is it the same as energy? No, Qi isn't the same as energy the way energy is understood in science. So Qi is more than just energy, and we'll get into that in a little while. But to start with, what is the origin and the history of Qi? Where does it come from? Well, we understand that Tao, or the original source of all the laws of the universe, the driving force behind everything of the universe, in the beginning there was Tao, and from Tao came one, from one comes two, from two comes three, and from three comes 10,000 things, as is said in Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching. And essentially what this means is that from Tao, one came from Tao, and this one can be understood as the primordial Qi, or Yuan Qi. And this was when the universe entered a state of oneness, and it had this Qi spread all throughout. And then from one, this Yuan Qi, two came about, and two can be interpreted and seen as the Qi of yin and yang, or opposite qualities that are striving to seek some form of balance. And from yin and yang, more qualities, more specific qualities came about, which is the three. And from the three, these more specific qualities, it said that 10,000 things arise. So 10,000 things can be understood as everything in the universe. And some of the basic properties of Qi are, Qi has qualities of integration, ubiquity, and totality, which means, first of all, integration. Qi is existing in many different forms, for example Yuan Qi, Yin Yang, 5 elements, and various other forms of Qi. And all of these exist in the same space together on different levels, they coexist. And then we have ubiquity. And ubiquitous means it's in all space, so Qi permeates all space. And then the last one, totality, that has to do with the universe being a totality, and this could be quite complex to understand, and in the theory of totality in Ren Xue we can talk about this further in the future. And so these are the main basic qualities, properties of Qi. And then there are some other things about Qi, such as the movements of Qi. And the primary movements of Qi are opening and closing, and gathering and dispersing. And you'll see this everywhere in nature, these movements of opening and closing, and then gathering and dispersing is something, the way Qi works, in that Qi exists on a physical and a non-physical level, and the non-physical level is the primordial level. And essentially, when through the movements of opening and closing, Qi will gather and disperse. And when Qi gathers to a certain point, it can start to form a physical object. And then when physical Qi is dispersed, it turns back into non-physical Qi. And this happens through the information of Tao and Qi. And then this brings me to the next point of what Qi consists of. And Qi consists of three main components. One is material, the other is energy, and the other is information. So material, energy, and information, and the way these three interact together as a unity, as a totality, this is essentially what Qi is. And the energy in this Qi is not the same as the energy in in the physical world, that's a different kind of energy that comes about through the interaction of Tao and Qi. And it can be rather complicated how all of this works, but this is why having a theory can really help. And this theory aims to help us gain a greater understanding of Qi, so we can use this information to connect with the Qi and work with the Qi, and to use it to improve our health and uplift our life. And one of the most important points here, and we get more into this when we talk about the theory of Jingshen to do with consciousness, which is that our consciousness, our Shen, our true self, and our consciousness are the master of Qi, which means it's a form of Qi on a higher level than Qi in the usual sense, and it has the ability to kind of control the Qi or direct its flow. It's at a higher level, because the Qi at the more fundamental level can affect the Qi of other levels. And our consciousness, our Shen, has that kind of quality which is very similar to the original Qi of the universe, and also is having strong relation with the information of Tao. So essentially, where the mind goes, the Qi flows, and we can use this opening and closing movements of Qi naturally. We can unify our consciousness with these movements and use that to connect with the Qi, and then focus inside the body, say, and this Qi can come inside the body and nurture us and nourish us. And also we can use this for healing, such as in the phenomenon in Qi healing, whereby a practitioner uses their consciousness to affect the change the Qi in the body, or on the heart level, on a consciousness level, and especially, say, to do with getting rid of growths and tumours in the body, this kind of healing effect that has been well documented in various studies. So essentially the power of the consciousness is really powerful, and the way all this is able to happen is because of the existence of Qi. So really, in a broad sense, everything, the physical world, Qi, and even our consciousness and our true self are a form of Qi on some level. But there's also differences in these different types of Qi, how they manifest, the laws they follow, and all of these things. And in the future I can go into more depth about the theory of Qi, and about the theory of Jingshen, which is the second theory in Ren Xue, and the theory of totality, the third theory. And these three theories are really great information, and what I've shared here is only a very, very small part of that information. But I hope this information has been helpful to you in some way. And remember, your consciousness, your mind, is the master of Qi, and depending on your thoughts, the kind of quality of the thoughts you have, you can create positive or relatively negative results. So know that you can do a lot with your consciousness in a positive way for your own healing and growth, and for helping other people. So this just about concludes this session, what I wanted to share. And so just feel the information of what's been shared. Qi, fundamental building block of reality, is connected and unified all throughout all space. It exists in different forms, follows the information of Tao, and our consciousness also has the ability to connect with this Qi and change it, transform it, utilize it. And see you next time.